Hi, my name's Rhodri. I've been learning French with Learn&Co for a number of years. I started, I guess, as a hobby when I was trying to relearn some of the French I'd forgotten post GCSE as a kid. But then, that became preparing to move to France and then living in France as an expat. And the help that I've had and advancement in my French language has definitely helped make that experience a huge amount more enjoyable over the last few years. The thing I love about the lessons the most, I think, is that they're bespoke. So, rather than, textbooks that are aimed at children or slightly old-fashioned sort of scenarios, I feel like I can, learn. I've learned the type of French that have helped me, encounter the challenges that I faced. So it could be dealing with my utility bills. It could be making friends, with people my age in a bar. I really feel like, the lessons are they're real life examples and real conversational topics, both in a sort of colloquial French but with a the formal grammar grounding that has allowed me to feel like I'm relatively confident with my language. I think the second thing is, I kind of just mentioned it, is the grammar. I know that it's not necessarily everyone's favourite thing, and even I wouldn't say that I'm someone who likes to study the tables, but I think the real positive is that every time I have a question or there's something that needs a bit more in-depth understanding, I'm having lessons with someone who is a real linguist, who's able to answer the questions of why and how and the differentials between things that where it might not make sense to me as a pattern, and that's really helpful to me to I guess get things organized in my own head, and have given me the confidence that I've then got to go out and speak and not necessarily just use the first person present and sort of push myself to say things a little bit more advanced. I guess I also have to mention, because it was so great, the immersion course I did. So I'd recommend anyone who wants to take wants to accelerate their progress, then an immersion course is definitely something which you should consider. I think I've done lessons on a weekly basis, and there's only so much reading and podcasts and listening that you can maybe do. I think going and living somewhere for 7 days and spending 7 or 8 hours, whether it's having an apéro or having lunch or in a formal lesson, I think challenging your brain for that length of time, it really sort of triggers a massive acceleration in your progress. So and also obviously you get to spend time in a lovely part of the world and enjoy the culture as well as the language. So that's something I definitely recommend for anyone who wants to get in the fast lane and maybe take a shortcut to learning a language quicker.